Hello and welcome to Lucy's 2024 Makeup Wrapped. I don't know what else to say in this intro. It's just like the products that I've been reaching for consistently throughout 2024. It's not like the one product that I started using last week that I was like, oh my god, I love this. It's like the products that like I was reaching for these like consistently ever since I tried them. So where's my headband? Let's get into it. I have all the products laid out. It actually looks crazy. I'm not going to be using all of these on my face today. I don't think I could. We're going to start with some skin prep mentions, which just skincare mentions, I guess, actually. So first of all, this morning I went in with my Bioma Milky Toner. Now, when I'm filming this, it's like a couple hours after I've done my morning skincare. This I love so much throughout the year. It's just such a really good, like, sensitive skin toner. And like I can use this if my skin is like dry, if my skin is like feeling a bit oily, if my skin is feeling like sensitive. I can reach for this one and it just moisturizes the skin and preps it perfectly for serums. This one I use at night. It's the Bioma Clarifying Serum, so not a skin prep serum. This one is so hydrating. It's the simple hyaluronic acid. I know the ordinary hyaluronic acid is really popular, but this is the one I like. Also, if I sound sick, it's because I am, guys. I'm actually a little bit sick coming up right up to Christmas, because when I'm filming this is the 23rd. So that's great for me. I love the Bioma Lip Mask. This is actually my second one. I will say there's not a lot of product in here, but it is so good, so moisturizing. And then my favorite moisturizer is the Omega Water Cream. I did already use some of this morning, but like I said, it's been a while since I did that morning skincare, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. This is just such a lightweight moisturizer, and I love it. And then for some honorable mentions, my Glow Recipe Watermelon Toner. I really like this as well. It's sculpted by Amy Hydro Glow. I'm literally nearly done this. It's really good. Bioma. This is the brightening serum, but it has just hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, so it's like a hydrating serum, but it also like helps even out skin texture. Then for sunscreen, I did find myself reaching for this one a lot. It's literally nearly empty, especially during the summer, because it is SPF 50+, but it has vitamin C in it, and I just don't really want it active in my sunscreen anymore. The other ones that I liked that I don't have because I used them up were the e.l.f. Untouchable. It does pill some of the time, but towards the end I really liked it. And the Hello Sunday, the one that's a serum. I really liked those ones as well. Okay, one more before we end off the skin prep portion. I know I mentioned that Bioma Lip Mask. I do love that as well, but the W7 ones are so affordable. This is what it comes in, and I just myself depotted it into a tube so it'll be easier to use. I'm going to put a little bit of this on my lips now to prep them. Alright, for primer, today I'm going to go in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer and the 17 Bronze Drops mixed together. I love this priming combo. Like, I was using this consistently throughout the whole entire year. By the way, I'm getting ready right now to go to my, like, a family dinner thing for Christmas, because like I said, it is the 23rd. So I do want the makeup to turn out great, and I'm very excited to use all my favorite products to make sure it turns out great. The NYX Marshmallow Primer is literally just so moisturizing, but it also provides that little bit of smoothing texture. It has like 10 benefits. I'm not sure what they all are. I'll put it on the screen. And then the bronzing drops provides just that little bit of color that I love so much. Another bronzing drops that I love this year were the Glow Recipe Dew Drops. Hue Drops, the Glow Recipe Hue Drops. Another primer that I absolutely loved is this Radiant Canvas Bronze. This is so moisturizing. This is like more of a full glam primer. This, what I'm doing now with the NYX and the 17, that was kind of like my everyday primer. And this one as well from Sculpted, I found myself reaching for throughout the whole year, oil control, but I would just use a little bit of this on my forehead. I might do a little bit today, just on the forehead, like I said, because my forehead gets so oily compared to the rest of my face. Foundation is another category where I have a couple favorites. This is my like this is what I would go to for like full glam. I absolutely love this foundation. It just I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it just sits so beautifully on the skin, and like it's satin silk long wear. It's like full coverage. It is like full coverage. You want your skin to look perfect. I love this one. It's sculpted by Amy, by the way, and this is the shade 3.5N Light Plus. I'll probably put everything on screen as well. This is the Urban Decay Face Balm. This is kind of like more light coverage, but it's still like, it feels light, but it's more medium coverage, and the applicator on this is insane. Like, it is so easy to just apply on the face, and as I'm filming this, I'm pretty sure they're like releasing glow drops. I'm so excited. I've been debating about going on a no buy for 2025, but then I won't be able to buy the Urban Decay glow drops because I love this foundation so much. Like, this would be like, I kind of wore this like every day. And another one I really liked is this Second Skin one that I originally had just bought for travel, but I'm trying to use it up now. It's actually in my Project Pan series that I'm doing over my TikTok, because it's actually not good for travel, because if you bring this on an airplane it will explode. Like, as you can see, it's very messy. This is such a beautiful coverage foundation as well, like dewy, and it just like melts into your skin. I love all these. I think I'm gonna go with this today though, because like I'm kind of gonna go for full glam today. Honorable mentions, my Fenty skin tint, like for every day. This skin tint is amazing. I actually like tried this last year. None of these are like makeup that released in 2024 strictly. Like, it's just like what I've been reaching for, like my Wrapped, and these are gorgeous. Like, this is genuinely the best skin tint I've ever tried, and I've tried quite a few, and I thought that like when I've done this I wouldn't repurchase it, but I think I will have to repurchase this when I'm done with it. Like, it is so amazing, and I'm like, I just hit myself in the face with it. What the hell? I am nearly done with it, and it's just like perfect. Like it does say skin tint, but I'd say it's more light to medium coverage. Like it just has a little bit more coverage, but it seriously melts into the skin and just evens everything out perfectly. And then this Catrice Sock Lamp filter, which I actually am going to go in with a little bit of this, just put it under my foundation. It's a dupe for Miss Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I actually did very recently try the Flawless Filter, so that's why it's not in this wrapped video. So this is a good dupe for it, and it's also just a really beautiful product, because like when I had tried this product, it was before I even tried the dupe, and it is just gorgeous. Like it just is like a skin tint. It's super glowy, it's really lightweight, it's super sheer coverage, I would say, not even light coverage, and I really like this just as like an underglow booster. I'm all over the place. I thought I'd planned this video well. I hadn't. I forgot to do my brows. My NYX brow glue was the thing I was reaching for like literally every single day as an eyebrow gel. I love this stuff so much. It's like tinted, and then also you can shape your brows with it, so it's literally perfect. And then if I still have some sparse spots, or I want it to be like a fluffier look, I go in with some of this e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel on top. I love this stuff as well. Like I will never not have this e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel in my routine. An honorable mention is the Rare Beauty brow gel, but I just wasn't reaching for that consistently because it did break my eyebrows out for a while. It doesn't anymore, but it did for a while. And if you're looking for a pencil, which I don't usually use a pencil, I really liked this Essence one. I would throw it into my purse because it doesn't have a spoolie at the end, so it's smaller. And this e.l.f. brow lift, this e.l.f. Instant Lift waterproof brow pencil, really good as well. As you can see, like I finished this one up, and I would just use this by itself if I wanted like just pencil look, and I would just brush it out. Like I wouldn't even use gel with this one. Okay, finally we're gonna go into foundation now. I just put a little pump on the back of my hand usually, and then I'm going to go in with this. This was my favorite foundation brush that I was reaching for throughout the year. Again, it's a sculpted one. It's the Stippling Duo brush. It's like this flat foundation brush. And you can kind of like use this foundation, just like one pump, and put it all over your face if you want sheer coverage. But like I said, like this is super full coverage. And I like a brush like this that's flat. I don't think it's as popular anymore, but this is what I was reaching for. So like I can't lie to you guys, I would reach for this foundation brush all the time. I think it probably provides more full coverage than other foundation brushes. And if you want like a lighter coverage with this foundation, you can just go straight in with your sponge. But I always like to like dab out my foundation with a sponge when I'm done. I'm using this Sosi one at the moment. It's actually not my favorite. My favorite this year was probably the e.l.f. sponge. I fell in love with that sponge. It was so good. Like I didn't think a sponge could be like whoa, but that sponge was like whoa. Typically the next thing I'll go in with is like a liquid or a cream bronzer. Sometimes I put this under my foundation as well. I kind of like underpaint with it. This is my favorite. Like ever since I got this, I think I got this in my birthday haul. No, I got this in like a haul during the summer, and I just didn't put it down since. But before that was my Rare Beauty. I think I'm going to go in with Rare Beauty today, just because this one like literally, or I'll do like one on each side. Just, I feel like influencers do that. They both blend just super easily. The Say has just like a bit more of sheer coverage. Even though like it looks more pigmented, it looks darker there, it will like blend out to be sort of sheer. I just love these, and I barely use cream bronzer. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, but these ones, like Rare Beauty, just literally melts into skin. Like where did that go? Blends so easily, but it has like more pigment, maybe a little bit more longevity than the Say. But the Say was my favorite. Like I was reaching for that. A lot of the things where I'm like, I can tell if it's my favorite makeup is if I use it on my Debs night, because on my Debs night I just wanted my makeup to be perfect. I did my own makeup. I feel like most people do their own makeup for the Debs. I don't know if I'm wrong there. I reached for the Say one on my Debs night. Quick shout out as well to this brush. It's the Cash X Charlene. This is meant to be for like a cream, and it's like angled, so gorgeous. And this is for powder. I've been reaching for this brush nonstop as well. The one that I was using for oh my god, my brain. The one that I was using for like liquid and cream bronzer before that was this e.l.f. putty primer applicator. So it's meant for the primer, but I used it for like cream bronzer. It was like the perfect like kind of shape and size for like cream bronzer. Now liquid blush. This was my like blush combo as well. Say Again, Are We Surprised? This is like my go-to blush combo recently. I would use these separately. This is the Say Dew blush in Chili, and the e.l.f. Camo liquid blush in Happy, or no, not Happy, Pinky Promise. It's the dupe of the Rare Beauty Happy, which I also am including the Rare Beauty Happy today. I do love that one as well. This e.l.f. one, I just think it's just a little bit better, and I love blending out liquid blush with the Rare Beauty blush brush. I got this when I was in Dublin in May. I think I did like a Dublin vlog at the end of the summer, but I was also there at the start of the summer in May. The Dublin vlog at the end of the summer was Dundrum. The one in May that I didn't vlog was just the city, and I got this Rare Beauty blush brush in the Space NK, and I haven't put it down. It's just the most amazing for a liquid blush, because it's like tapered at the end. Is that what it's called? Where like the bristles like are less dense, but then it's dense at the bottom. It's also like the perfect angle. It's so perfect for blending out liquid blush. And look at those two liquid blushes, how they just like melted into the skin. And it might look like I'm slightly blush blind right now. I think blush blindness was a thing of 2024, but then I go up and I clean it with concealer. Another liquid blush I want to mention actually is this e.l.f. one, but I usually actually use this over powder. It's the shade Pink Me Up. These are the concealers I loved this year. House Labs, which I got in Spain, and the NYX Bear With Me, which this one is actually going to be unboxed in a video that's coming in a couple days. But this is a different shade, but the shade Light I was using consistently throughout 2024, and I finished that up. That's how much I loved it. This is the shade Vanilla. It is a bit too dark for me. Like, It's just the next shade up from light, but it's like a drastic like jump, I'm pretty sure. And another one I loved, which I don't have out for some reason, is the Sosu one, which again, use this for my debs. It's more like full coverage, it's brightening. And then my everyday like favorite under eye brightener is this Catrice one, as you can see, like I've dipped in there. I love this one. I think, what am I gonna go with today? I think I'll go with House Labs today. I don't know, I'm just feeling it. And also I used a bit too much bronzer because I am bronzer blind, so I need to really lighten it up. My favorite concealer brush is this e.l.f. It's actually the putty bronzer brush, but it's actually like perfect for under eye concealer, I feel like. And then another one that I really liked is the Real Techniques. This is the 421, I'm pretty sure. But I generally actually just prefer blending my concealer with a sponge. I just think it looks the best, because whatever about foundation, because that kind of melts into the skin, concealer is more full coverage, it's more heavy, it just kind of sits on top and doesn't blend in properly if you don't use a sponge. That's my experience anyway. So I will just loosely blend this out with a brush and then go with my sponge. For setting spray, I loved this e.l.f. Stay All Day Night one. I've actually gone through 2 bottles of this year, and then I didn't repurchase it for a while, so this is me repurchasing it. I repurchased it the other day for this video because I was like, I need to include it in this video, so I'm so excited to get using it. The one thing I will say about these setting sprays though is that the lids are terrible quality and they will crack and then not stay on properly, but the setting spray itself, the mister on this is like so good. Like, genuinely best mister ever. And they've released a new one, it's like the Power Grip one. I have that one as well, but the mister on that is too fine that you can't feel it coming towards your face, but this one is fine, but you can still feel it coming towards your face. It's like amazing. Oh, I missed you. I missed you so much. And it also like does kind of lock in your makeup, but this is like the one that I love to use in between steps because it says it's meant to be technically mattifying. I don't notice that at all though. Quick shout out as well to this fan that I got from Tiger that is literally filthy. This is what I always use to fan in my makeup. I will say though, the handle always pops off of this, but it's fine. Okay, the base is slaying. Wait, let me get my little mirror. I'm just going to cover the back because I don't want you seeing random things in my room. The base is slaying. I look like dewy. I look fresh. I look healthy. Now, setting powder. The loose ones that I loved this year was this Huda Beauty one. As you can see, I'm like halfway done this one. I did pick it up in a different shade though. And I also have the pink blossom, cherry blossom shade in the mini. I don't actually think I like pink powder only under the eyes, and this one also has like a pinky tone, so it's like better for under the eyes. Another one that I loved is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I went through at least one of these this year, probably one last year as well, but I think they changed the formula slightly. Like, it is just a bit more metallic than it used to be, but I still love it. Like, it's still a really good powder, and they just came out with pressed ones, and it's taken me everything in me not to buy them because again, I'm debating on going on a 2025 no buy. Let's go in with Huda today in the shade Cupcake because like I said, it was the one I was reaching for all year, like full glam every day. I was reaching for Huda. And powder puffs for me, I kind of just like use whatever powder puffs I have, but I do put my powder puffs in the washing machine in case you're wondering. So all the powder puffs I have are reused like constantly. I've never had a powder puff just like fall apart on me. This is the HMB Cosmetics one and it's a really good one. It is the perfect like pink under eye powder, but then when I use it on the rest of my face, I think it's just a bit too cool tone for the rest of my face and it just looks off compared to my body because I do have like an olive undertone, I'm pretty sure. That's what I set with, and sometimes I bake with this as well. I don't know if I'll bake today because I don't want to look too, as she says, as she literally just starts baking, because I don't want to look too full glam heading to this little family gathering today. The more setting spray after doing powder, just to melt like the powder into the face and make sure it melts properly, by Charlotte Tilbury, tried and true. I love her. I loved her last year. I still love her. This is the actual jumbo size, like it's literally bigger than my head. It's 200 mils. I love it. So let's just do a couple spritz of her. This melts the makeup in, like literally melts it together. It makes it look so smooth and great. Like if my makeup's looking like a little bit cakey, I'm like, let me just do a couple sprays of this and it'll be fine. And it also does have like longevity. Typically what I do after setting powder like straight away,
because I do use powder products and liquid products. Like I use liquid, I set, and then I do powder products on top just because I love makeup, honestly, and honestly it does help them last longer.
So this is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer, the only kind of powder bronzer that I actually genuinely was reaching for this year. Like some of these products was like tough to choose my favorites, but this is the only one that I was reaching for. Like I only have a handful of powder bronzers anyway, and this one was the only one that I like loved because it's just so light. And it just is like really good for me because I'm like slightly bronzer blind, as we discussed earlier, and I add way too much. But this one is just like perfect. And again, I did get this in a different shade. I actually got it in my Black Friday haul, if you saw, because this is like running out and I don't want to ever not have this bronzer in my collection. Also shout out to this brush from Sculpted. It's the Sculpting Duo, and this side for bronzer is like perfect. It's like the perfect fluffiness, perfect size again for powder bronzer. And this side, it's meant for highlighter, but I actually use it for setting powder like under the eyes. I think it's a really good powder brush for that. Like for example, let's use it with this Essence Brighten Up powder, which as you can see again, I love this. And I don't use this to set, I just use this as like a little bit of powder under the eyes when I'm done setting, just to like brighten up the look. Another honorable mention for setting powder or like pressed powder is this Charlotte Tilbury one. As you can see, she's well loved. Okay, powder blush, there's a lot of favorites. Okay, first of all, this blush trio did just come out this year. It's from Penny's. It's like the summer one, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know if they make this, but if they bring it back next year, I would highly recommend picking it up. It has a cream. The powder was my favorite though, that's why it's in this like powder blush category. It also has a little shimmer, but like I said, this powder was my favorite. It is like genuinely blurring, and this whole thing is like €4, I'm pretty sure, so like getting a blurring blush for that, as well as like a little shimmery one and a cream one. This cream is actually like a perfect shade for me. I don't know why I don't use that more often, but as you can see, I did use it. I brought this on holidays with me because it was just so easy to travel with. Another mention that is also discontinued, so I won't talk about it for too long, is this Carter Beauty palette. I love this shade so much. This one just released this year. It's the Rare Beauty one. I did mention this in like my 2024 best and worst video. Did I say Happy New Year to you yet? Happy New Year, guys. Anyway, because when I'm posting this, it's the 1st of January, I'm pretty sure, hopefully. Anyway, this one was gorgeous as well. So pretty. It's kind of like the same shade tone as this one from e.l.f. And like I said, I use this one from e.l.f. over powder when I'm using it. A lot of people say these ones from e.l.f. get patchy. I've actually not noticed that myself, like ever. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with this one today. Now, it is a metallic-y blush, I will say that. So if you don't like metallic-y blush, I haven't noticed that it like emphasizes my texture or anything. I just think it genuinely looks so gorgeous. So let me get my small mirror out so I can look at this properly. Again, this is the one I used on my Debs night, which that's how you know it was really good. I just think it looks so pretty on the face. Like, I don't understand how people don't like it, but I also do understand, because like it probably does emphasize texture, but I don't actually have a lot of texture on my cheeks. Look how gorgeous that is. Since this is like a really shimmery blush, I might go on top of it with that matte one from the Penny's palette, because like I said, again, this was my favorite. I was reaching for this constantly. Again, if my blush looked kind of patchy, I would go over with this and just like, beautiful. So freaking beautiful. I'm a girly who actually doesn't use liquid highlighter a lot, but if I had to choose one, this 17 one is really good and super affordable. And then I love this Rare Beauty one for mixing in with my liquid blushes, but like I said, I don't actually use liquid highlighter a lot, because for me, powder highlighter is where it's at. This one I reach for like every single day without fail. Again, though, it is discontinued, so I probably need to stop using it, so because I can't recommend it, but like it is just such a beautiful, gorgeous highlight. I don't know why e.l.f. just discontinued. I don't actually think they have a powder highlight at the moment, which really rude, but like look at that, it's so gorgeous, and I literally use this all the time. I didn't do eyeshadow yet actually, so I probably shouldn't have put that in my inner eye corner. Another one that I really like that I probably will start using more often now is this Charlotte Tilbury one. It did shatter. I did repress it though, so it is kind of like a delicate formula, but I really liked this one as well. And then this Rare Beauty one is perfect for face highlights, so let me just do a little bit of that today. The highlight brush, I really like this e.l.f. one because it's like really fluffy. Perfect like pink shade for like face highlight in my opinion, this Rare Beauty one. The shade Mesmerize, and it just like gives that wet look. Super beautiful, and I love highlight recently. I'm definitely in my highlight era. Okay, for eyeshadow, oh my god, I just dropped one. My favorite that I used all year was this Charlotte Tilbury one. I think this is actually still available on her website. You might be able to buy it in stores, but let's do like a quick look with this today. My favorite shade, as you can definitely see, is this brown one up here. It's the shade Virtual Taupe. It's just, I just loved, on a lazy day, this is all I would do. I just throw this on my lid and call it a day. Like, I wouldn't even add shimmer. I wouldn't even like deepen it up or anything, but this is like my go-to eye look at the moment. So what I would do, first of all, is put this all over. I'll go in with this shade, which is the next one up, and this is the shade Supernova Suede, which again, I'm not sure if this was like the limited edition holiday palette last year, but I'm pretty sure it's still available on her website if you do want to get it, and I recommend it because like it has the neutral tones, but then it also has pink, which I love, and then these sparkles, which are stunning. But like I said, I just like deepen out the outer corner with this shade, then take a fluffy brush and blend it all together. That's pretty much the eye look that I do. Just some shimmer. I'm gonna go in with this one today. It is kind of like a scattered shimmer effect, but it's like chunky scattered shimmer, because I did try the Urban Decay Space Cowboy very recently, so that's why it wasn't in like my best and worst 2024. But this is such a beautiful shimmery eyeshadow. Like I said, more like thick glitter. I use this for Olivia Rodrigo because it has like that little bit of purple. I just love this palette. But a quick shout out as well to this Flower Beauty one. Oh my god, the shimmers, this is just all shimmers, and I think I will go on with some of this like goldy one from up here, just like here today, because it's more like a metallic like foiled shimmer look, and it's so gorgeous. Oh my god, I love these ones as well. This little quad is pretty affordable, I'm pretty sure. This is the quad. It's in Petal Play. As far as a setting spray that'll just lock your makeup into place, it's the Urban Decay All Nighter for me. I actually have the jumbo size of this as well, but I just do use it to fill this one up. So let's do a couple sprays of her. She really is just like the iconic one. I know that one size has like the hairspray one that will keep your makeup in place all day, but this one's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. And again, the fan. Now, as far as eyeliner, I do have a couple faves. Rare Beauty one was the one I was reaching for at the start of the year. Oh my god. I haven't reached for it in a while, so it literally just came out. But I actually, oh my god, this is broken. This is broken. Okay, yeah. But I liked this one a lot. It's just not as precise as the one that I've been reaching for now. And like I said, it's broken. So let me put this in my empties for my next empties video. And this is the one that I've been loving now. And it's probably going to be my go-to for a while. It's the Cash Duo Flex one. The brush on this is just so perfect. Like, genuinely, I don't even need the eraser that it comes with. But it does come with an eraser if you do need to clean up your mistakes. As you can see, I have used this quite a bit as well. But I'm genuinely, like, actually really good at winged eyeliner. Like, it's one of my many talents. So I'm going to do a wing off camera because I just hate doing them on camera. I just look so awkward. Actually, before I do, sometimes I will put this one in my waterline or I will tightline with it. It's the Sosu. Actually, it doesn't look like I've used this at all, but I have. I have, trust me, I have. It's the Kohl eyeliner and brown shimmer. Okay, there we go, the wing, with the Cash Duo Flex. And I did actually use the eraser a little bit here, and it did just like completely erase the line. Like, it just disappeared. Like, there wasn't any tugging or anything. It just disappeared. So mascara next. My favorites throughout the year were this Essence Lash Without Limits, so good. This mascara one from Penny's, which again, discontinued. It's the dupe of the Sky High, but my absolute favorite, without a doubt, was the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. I've heard such mixed opinions on this. Like, people either love it or hate it, and I personally am on the love train. And like the upsetting story from earlier, I did buy this one for myself because I hadn't had it for a couple months. So I'm really excited to use this again. Eyelash curler is just the Tweezerman one. I think my Tweezerman one is good, so just a quick curl. So excited to have this back in my collection. Oh my god. Like, I literally just remember it was the best mascara, like volume, length, and I just loved it so much. And like, I would always get compliments on my lashes whenever I wear it, like separating as well. Like, I just noticed that it's separating. Like, oh my god. Like, I feel like some mascaras just don't work for different people, but this one works really well for my lashes. I'm just gonna say it. Genuinely, I love this mascara so much. I'm so happy it's back in my collection. Like, oh my god. The lashes are lashing. So yeah, that's like the eyes, the face. Let's move on to lip products now, because I have a lot of favorite lip products. Okay, as far as lip liner, I really liked this Catrice plumping one. As you can see, I used a lot of it up. There's only a little bit left, and it actually does kind of like provide like a little tingly plump. I don't know if it's actually doing anything. The e.l.f. Cream Glide in Baddest Beige, as you can see, she's a little nub. I loved her as well. I don't think lip liner will go on very well at the moment, just because I do have that lip mask on from earlier, so we're not even going to try. Lip treatment, I loved this Cash X Charlene one, and I also loved the Cash like regular lip treatment. It's just like the rose tint, but I lost that one. That's how much I love it. I feel like when you lose the lip products you love, it proves that you love them. I also loved this one when I started college. This was in my college pencil case. I swear I would put this on like every 5 seconds. When I was still in school, I loved the e.l.f. lip oil.
Like, at the start of the year I was in secondary school, then it was summer, and now I started college.
I love this e.l.f. lip oil. This was what was in my pencil case. I also recently just discovered this Cash one. It is so good as well. I will say though, the Cash products don't last as long as other products. Jisoo lip oil, another one that I really loved this year. As far as lip gloss, Fenty lip gloss was really good, and the Rimmel lip gloss as well. Super glossy. This one's more like metallic-y kind of glossy. This is more kind of like shiny glossy. Love them both. My favorite recently was this e.l.f. lip oil, which is the glow one, but this just came out, and like I said, it's a recent fave. So the one I've been reaching for throughout the year the most is probably the e.l.f. regular lip oil, so let's go in with that today. This is the shade Rose Quartz. No, Pink Quartz. And my favorite, if I had to choose, is probably Rose Envy, but I have that at the moment, but I don't have it opened, and I don't like having too many lip products open at once if I can help it, so just a little bit of Pink Quartz today, and it's just so glossy. It feels great on the lips. It does have like kind of a minty tingle, but I love it. So this is the final look using all my favorite products. It aged as I expected it to because it's all my favorite products. So yeah, that's 2024 makeup wrapped. But for 2025, I will be going back to posting just once a week and a bonus Wednesday video sometimes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my content for this year. I hope you have a great 2025 and it brings great things for you. So yeah, bye!